Hey, welcome. You know, we all think driving is about the mechanics, steering, braking, all that stuff. But being a truly smart and safe driver, that goes way deeper. It actually starts right inside your own head. So in this explainer, we're going to get into the personal strategies that really make the difference between just a good driver and a great one.
Okay, let's jump right in with a scenario. I want you to picture this. You wake up feeling kind of lousy. You've got a cold, you take some medicine for it. Later, you're driving, feeling a bit drowsy, and whoa, you have a super close call with a cyclist. This kind of thing happens all the time, and it brings up a huge question every driver has to ask before they even get in the car. Am I actually fit to drive right now?
And that scenario, it leads us right to our first big idea. Because before you check your mirrors or signal a turn, you've got to check in with yourself. Seriously, your health, your alertness, your whole mental state, that's the real starting line for every single safe trip. So what we're talking about is this concept called fitness to drive. It's basically your total readiness, both physically and mentally, to actually handle the very complex job of driving. And look, this is so much more than just not drinking. It covers everything from having a simple cold, to the medicine you took for it, to how much sleep you got last night.
All right, let's get practical. Let's talk about two of the biggest enemies of every single driver out there, fatigue and distraction. These two are sneaky. They can creep up on anyone and turn a totally normal drive into a massive risk in just a matter of seconds. So how do we fight them?
When it comes to being tired, the strategies are really simple, but you just can't compromise on them. It all begins before you even start the car, by getting a good night's sleep. And when you're on the road, you have to listen to your body. If you feel that drowsiness setting in, don't be a hero and try to push through. The one and only safe move is to pull over.
Now let's talk about distraction. This number, 50%, is frankly terrifying. What is it? It's how much of the world around you that you literally do not see when you're distracted. Studies have shown that when you're on a cell phone, you miss about half of the visual information happening around you. Half. Just imagine driving with your eyes shut for half the time. It's that serious.
So the fix has to be just as direct. The absolute best way to not be tempted by your phone? Make it so you can't reach it. Put it in the glove box, toss it in the back seat, anywhere it's out of arm's reach. That one simple action could save a life. But hey, distractions aren't just our phones, are they? Sometimes the biggest ones come from inside our own heads. So we've covered the physical side of things, but what about the emotional side? Things like stress, frustration, maybe even full-blown anger. These are powerful emotions that can totally hijack our focus and our good judgment right when we need them the most. Oh man, we have all been in this exact spot. You're in bumper-to-bumper traffic, and some slowpoke in front of you makes you miss the green light. You feel that hot flash of anger building up. Right there, in that moment, you've got a choice to make. Are you going to let that anger take the wheel and maybe start tailgating? Or are you going to take a breath and stay in control? You know, managing your emotions on the road is a skill you can actually practice and get better at. A lot of it just is preparation, leaving a little early so you're not rushing. But in the heat of the moment, tiny things like taking one deep breath or even just consciously loosening that white-knuckle death grip on the steering wheel can make all the difference. It keeps you in charge, not your anger. Okay, let's shift gears and talk about how outside stuff, specifically social situations, can really mess with our fitness to drive. This is where making the smart choice can be the hardest and honestly, the most important. This number, 78, it represents a level of tragedy that is 100% preventable. In British Columbia, that's the average number of people who are killed every single year in crashes where someone was driving impaired. Every one of those deaths started with a bad decision. And making good decisions means having good information. So let's bust two of the most dangerous myths about alcohol right now. First, the idea that coffee will sober you up? Nope. All coffee does is make you a wide-awake, drunk person. And second, the idea that beer is safer than liquor? Wrong again. A drink is a drink. The only thing that actually sobers you up is time. That's it. So let's break down exactly how alcohol wrecks your ability to drive. We can use a simple model. See, think, do. First up, it destroys what you can see. Your eyes literally don't work right. You get tunnel vision, you can't see things on the sides, and you completely lose your ability to judge how far away things are. Okay, so your vision is already compromised. Next, alcohol sabotages how you think. Any information your eyes do manage to pick up gets scrambled by your brain. Your reasoning gets foggy, your decision-making goes out the window, and the truly scary part is You often feel more confident than ever while it's all happening. And finally, it absolutely cripples your ability to do anything. Your brain can't get the right signals to your muscles fast enough, your reaction time slows to a crawl, your control over steering and braking gets clumsy, you can't see properly, you can't think clearly, and you can't react in time. That is what impairment does to you. And if you thought that was bad, get a load of this. When you mix alcohol with other drugs, and that includes some basic over-the-counter medicines, the danger just multiplies like crazy. A driver who's combined alcohol and drugs is an incredible 9 times more likely to crash than a sober driver. 9 times! Now, saying no in a social situation can be super tough. We all know that. So here's a little 4-step playbook you can use. First, just recognize what's happening. Then think about the very real consequences. Next, offer up a safe alternative, like calling a rideshare. And finally, the most important part, stick with it. Real friends will respect that you're keeping everyone safe. When you really think about it, all these different strategies, managing fatigue, avoiding distractions, controlling your emotions, they all boil down to one single thing: the attitude you choose to bring with you into the driver's seat. It's a conscious choice, and it affects everyone. So here's a question I really want you to think about for yourself. What kind of driver are you going to be? Are you going to be the nervous type, the overconfident one, maybe the one who takes too many risks? Your driving style is a choice, and it's a choice you make every single time you turn the key. We've talked a lot about all the choices we can make to protect life on the road. But sometimes, even with the best intentions, tragedies still happen. And this quote is so powerful because it reminds us that even when faced with the worst possible loss, there's still a choice to be made, a choice that can give an unbelievable gift to someone else. And that's the final thought I want to leave you with. Every strategy we've covered today, staying sharp, keeping cool, driving sober, it's all about choosing to protect life. And a decision like registering to be an organ donor, that's another profound choice to protect life. Both are about being a responsible, caring member of your community. In the end, it all comes down to the choices you make. Pretty powerful when you think about it.